Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Fractal Bitcoin. Welcome to the show. I'm Chris. This show's about your future prosperity. We talk about Bitcoin and the collapse of fiat currencies. Let's get right into it. And oh, you know what? I actually wanted to show you this before we get to the price. This is a quote from Michael Saylor. People who understand Bitcoin buy Bitcoin. People who don't understand Bitcoin criticize it. Yeah, so this was probably you in the beginning. It wasn't really me. I didn't really know what it was, and I didn't criticize. I didn't know what it was. I just found out what it was. Actually, for me, I was producing a show that was talking about Bitcoin, and I was producing that show for years before I bought Bitcoin. So I kind of knew what it was, and I knew it was legit before I got in, but most people don't. Most people criticize it, right? So we always have to remember this, and this just shows it, right? And the downturn here, previously we had U.S. government FUD, Mt. Gox selling, Germany selling, Japan raising rates, all this stuff happening, and guess what? We don't care. We don't care.
No way. You crazy?
Yeah, we don't care. But the price right now is about 60,600. You can see here, yesterday we had a huge green candle. Today we're just sort of consolidating right here, which is obviously totally normal, right? It doesn't just go up and up forever. So today's good. I think, in fact, let's keep going because, yeah, the dip is now in progress, the orange circle, but Bitcoin is in the process of retesting 60,600 as support, which is what we were just looking at. So, yeah, right here, that's that little red candle today so far. And, yeah, we're just retesting this, and then so maybe tomorrow we can blast up to the next level. Totally normal price action. And someone placed large sell orders between 61,200 and 62,500, totaling 12,000 Bitcoin. Man, that's a lot of Bitcoin. And yeah, you could see there's a bunch of sell orders in place. So, you know, as we go up, we're going to have to break through all these sell orders, which again, this happens all the time, nothing new. And yeah, this Bitcoin cycle is right on track with versus the 2018 and 2022 cycles. If history is any indicator, 100K soon, which would be a rather bearish target for sure. But yeah, this is the chart here. You know what? Let me try and go like this and come back down here. So yeah, we can see that the orange is 2017 and the purple is 2021 and the white is us right now. And so yeah, look where we're going. I mean, it's no surprise where we're going. Yeah, and the market cycle ROI as measured from peak to peak. And again, this shows we're actually ahead of schedule from peak to peak. So yeah, we're kind of cruising and we might go sideways for another few months, right? Before we start going up, but it's totally normal. I know it's hard to wait, right? We're sort of in this holding pattern. I mean, last few days ago, right on Monday the 5th, we had this exciting day where we crashed down to 49K, but besides that, it's like sort of a waiting game. And yeah, let's go over a couple big stories real fast. This is called the lightning round of Fractal Bitcoin. Norway is set to ban Bitcoin mining without public consultations by the end of the year. So yeah, Norway is just deciding, the government is deciding, yeah, no Bitcoin or crypto mining, and that's it. So that's weird. Russia approved mining, and I guess that's going to start soon. Ireland increases its seized Bitcoin stash because they seized more Bitcoin and Monero from 3 individuals in Dublin. Yeah, more OpenSats grants. This is good for open source development on Bitcoin and Nostr. And yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, Michael Saylor, I talked about this earlier this week. He holds over 17,732 Bitcoin. Yeah, it's about $1 billion. And there's even more news. This is, by the way, this is from the website nobsbitcoin.com. So thanks to those guys. And yeah, if you're not subscribed and you'd like to, please do. If you're on Rumble, click the follow button if you'd like to. And let's get into a few stories of fiat and government nonsense because Bitcoin solves these issues.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, yes, it does. Yeah, our society has been dumbed down and indoctrinated so bad, they assume every critical thinker is a conspiracy theorist. Yeah, I mean, this has been the case for probably a decade now. But this is what it is. If you try to think, you try to reason, you try to use your brain, everyone's like, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. And this is their plan, by the way. They want to paint everyone else as a conspiracy theorist while they run their grift and continue stealing from you, stealing your money and your freedoms and your rights. They're stealing those three things all the time. All the time. Yeah, and here, Congress can't balance a budget, yet they all get rich. Look at this. The percentage of millionaires in Congress is 50%. And in the U.S. in general, for the entire population of the U.S., it's only 1% millionaires. How does this happen? Yeah, so opt out of this fiat scam with Bitcoin. Yeah, because the fiat is a scam. We know that. Because they ensure, the bankers will ensure we stay in debt. The pharmaceutical companies will ensure we stay sick. The weapons manufacturers will ensure we keep going to war. The media will ensure we are prevented from knowing the truth. And the government will ensure all of this is done legally. Right? It's a complete grift. All of this is just absolute terrible people getting rich off of us. That's all it is. And this will freak you out. This was written in 1954. Yeah, read it again, and take notes. Check this out. Opinion from a former judge. I am a student of law whose age is 85. My first year of college was 68 years ago. One class I took was political science. A half page of my textbook essentially outlined a few steps to overturn a democracy. Oh, this seems relevant. Divide the nation philosophically. Foment racial strife. Cause distrust of police authority. Swarm the nation's borders indiscriminately and unconstitutionally. Engender the military strength to weaken it. Overburden citizens with more unfair taxation. Encourage civil rioting and discourage accountability for all crime. Control all balloting. Control all media. What was printed in 1954 as a possible diabolic nightmare has become an emerging reality. I hope that Americans will unite enough to pen a good finish. Yeah. So look, that just outlines everything they're doing. And seriously, tell me they're not doing all these things. Please try and tell me that, because you're wrong. So yeah, if you have not escaped the debt-based fiat currency Ponzi scheme yet, then Bitcoin is your escape route. Read this book by Saifedean Ammous. Yeah, this is him, Saifedean. And you know what book it is, but before I tell you what book it is, the fiat currency Ponzi scheme. Yeah, they claim Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme. Well, the US dollar is a Ponzi scheme. And this is the book you must read. We talk about it all the time. If you haven't read this yet, seriously, from a high level, you need to understand fiat currencies and Bitcoin. This book will teach you both those things. It's a simple book. It's an easy read. It's short. It's not a big, insane book. This is a short read. Please, it's Friday. Read this book over the weekend or any weekend. But definitely, we have to educate ourselves, right? Like, remember the first slide I showed you? People who understand Bitcoin buy Bitcoin. People who don't understand Bitcoin criticize it. That's what they do. So read the Bitcoin Standard. And here, when you use the word pardon instead of what? You feel like royalty with a powdered wig. And yeah, this is a great one. To make an error is human, but to really screw up and to blame it on someone else shows management potential. Oh, man. All right.
It's a mess.
Oh, it is a mess, Barry, for real. And here, this is when I accidentally select Espanol at the ATM, but successfully complete my transaction. There we go. All right, well, it's Friday, and, I just wanted to let you know what I'm doing tomorrow. You see this mountain? Mount Sherman, 14,043 feet. Yeah, I'm going to be on top of that probably by about 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, I'm climbing a 14er tomorrow. I've already climbed 2 in my life, and one of them was Mount Sherman. But tomorrow we're doing it again with some other family members. This is pretty much the easiest 14er to climb in Colorado. And so that's what we're doing. This is our website, fractalbitcoin.com. Click this link at the very top. It says join our locals community. Come over here and join our locals. It's free. I post some exclusive videos here. I'll probably post one tomorrow after the 14er. And yeah, this is where we're building a community for now. So if you want to join, please do. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Follow if you're on Rumble. And definitely have a great weekend, right? We got to live on the weekend. You know, I make videos 5 days a week and I talk about how the government's terrible, fiat currencies are terrible, right? And it can feel like a heavy burden, but here's the trick. On the weekend, you got to just unplug a little, have fun, really have fun. Do some fun things, do some creative things, build things you want to build, right? You got to live your life on the weekend. Just forget everything and, you know, live your life, have some fun, spend time with your family, obviously, frankly. All right, and let's ask Barry one thing. What are we going to need this weekend, Barry, in terms of Bitcoin to really push the price up of Bitcoin? What are we going to need this weekend?
You're going to need a couple of horses or a couple of mules.
All right, so now you know what you need. All right, I'll see you Monday for another Bitcoin news video. All right. And by the way, thanks to all you for commenting. And thanks for everybody for zapping on Nostr. I got a big zap yesterday. Woo, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, I'll see you Monday.